I'm gonna go open. Now, thank you guys for allocating a little bit of your time. We're streaming now, so meeting is streaming live on YouTube. So what I could do is I could go to YouTube, right? And just to kind of show it to you, youtube.com, just to show you that I'm streaming live and simultaneously. While doing this, I was gonna do the yellow dock to execute this live as well, but I think it just is gonna be good if I just do it this way for now. Let's validate that it's actually streaming live. Checking just to show you that I'm streaming live and simultaneously. While doing this, I was gonna do the yellow dock to execute this live as well, but I think it just is gonna be good if I just do it this way for now. Let's validate that it's actually streaming live. Checking just to show you that I'm streaming live and simultaneously. While doing this, I was gonna do the yellow dock to execute this live as well. Okay, so as you can see, there's double echo. I'm just gonna lower the speakers, guys, and then we'll be good to go, right? So I hope you guys tagging along and learning. Definitely. Today we got a lot of things to go through, but let me just refresh this to see if it's actually going, if it's streaming live, just to make sure. I haven't seen it reflected yet on YouTube. New channel. Okay, so I see it now. Fully cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and share the screen now, and thank you for allocating a little bit of your time, guys, and meeting with me today. So I'm gonna try to work on the digital bus, but as you see me work on the digital bus and creating all sorts of automations, I'm gonna be talking about how do we do this? How do we go from zero to an actual service? How do we build an actual service, and how do we make sure that it brings money, right? And yeah, like from start to finish. And this is going to be more kind of dive deep type of workshop. So you get to just enjoy and see what's going on, right? I'm going to go ahead and share the screen. Okay, so boom, I'm going to share the screen. There we go. So hopefully you guys can see the screen. Not hearing anything, that's cool. I'm just going to validate that that you guys could see everything. And once I could see that validation takes place, I'm going to go ahead and proceed with explaining everything else that's happening behind the scenes. Okay. So right now, what you're looking at is at Zapier. I mean, go high level. And what we're going to do is I'll take you from the beginning to kind of the end, right? So the beginning is simple. We're building a bus in California. On top of that bus, we are building a business where you can send us your digital media, we digitize it, and we print money. Now, you guys can learn by joining Feudal Incubator and learn everything you can about building feudal land, growing it, and make it flourished from start to finish, right? For many of you guys who are looking at on joining me on FUD, if you want to jump in and see things in a bigger screen, then definitely jump into my Discord as well, right? This way you could see things on bigger screen and get a better opportunity to understand how everything's played out, right? So for now, what I'm gonna do is I'm probably gonna kind of show you my thinking in real time. How I'm just gonna draw that out. This is how my brain works, and I'll show it to you in real time, right? So I'm gonna take out a basic notepad, right? And I'm gonna explain to you every single thing, right? So this way you can clearly understand everything what's happening and can get hybrid skills. So this is bus, right? Bus, and I'm gonna kind of make it with big letters, right? So this is bus, right? To get business to this bus, right? This is actual bus in California. To get business to this bus, we need traffic, right? So we need traffic, right? Okay, so traffic. I'm just kind of showing you traffic and making it super easy for you to understand. To get traffic, we need people, right? Who join together can help us get that traffic, right? So people are right here, right? Those people are side hustlers, right? They are located on FUD, in FUD community, right? So they come from FUD. They could also come from other communities, direct from other incubators, but typically it's people from FUD, right? Now, to build this bus, we need to have those people from FUD join us inside of feudal incubator, right? And help us build this bus. In which sense? Well, there's two senses. There's two pills. One is red pill, the other one is blue pill. Here's a red pill and here's a blue pill. I'm gonna talk about both pills. Okay. Here is the red pill. Red pill. This is digitization pill. This is the actual service, right? So this is what we offer to the feudal lords. Not in the form of a red pill, but in the form of a digital memorabilia, in the form of a legacy memorabilia that we could digitize, right? So, but it's presented to side hustlers in the form of a red pill. So our entire concept for building something new is based on feudal system. Feudal system is, before I talk about feudal system, I want to talk about blue pill. Blue pill is a digital marketing product that's part of the Freedom Fusion Digital, right? So Freedom Fusion Digital, I just call it FFD, right, is a main product created by a Freedom Fusion System company, right? What this product does, it's a partnership between Shedwood Consultant and Freedom Fusion System, right? So Shedwood is Lee. He's a feudal knight Lee. He is on FUD. You could find him on FUD. Shedwood. Shedwood, Lee lives in California. Okay. He lives in California, next to Hollywood, in on top of basically next to the bus, right? And he lives in California, and he actually is building this on top of the bus. And I'm being his publicist to let you guys know that this is what we're doing. And Shedwood and Ron Wells, right, are basically two feudal knights that are building this feudal kingdom. Now, this is just one product. I have other products as well that are not just Freedom Fusion Digital, but other products as well that I'm not talking too much about at this point. I'm just focusing on the digital bus. So Freedom Fusion Digital is basically a strategic partnership between two feudal knights, right? So the two feudal knights are basically Shedwood, Lee Shedwood. Shedwood is his brand, right? Lee is located. So basically, I'm just going to call it feudal knight, right? Feudal knights to make it easier for you to understand. And we're both located across the coast, right? While side hustlers, specifically, side hustlers who are on FUD, just like me and Lee, right? We are, they are located across the sea. They could be located in Pakistan. They could be located in different area, such as Brazil, right? They could be anywhere, but they are international side hustlers, international side hustlers. Right? They're called side hustlers before they join the feudal incubator. Once they join the feudal incubator, they become elite hustlers, right? So elite hustlers' responsibility is to help us build this digital bus, right? So this is digital bus. I'm going to make it bigger. So this digital bus is all about helping feudal lords preserve their memories. So people on FUD are international side hustlers. We'll call them, there's different categories of them. Premium hustlers. They're basically anybody who joins our community, our Freedom Fusion Digital, it becomes a premium side hustler, which means premium side hustlers are categorized into different types of side hustlers: elite, premium, and ultimate. Elite, professional, and ultimate. So elite hustlers are the ones that are working together with me in Lee right now. The process for what they joined, for how they joined through FUD, they pay subscription fee, and they join the feudal incubator. There's multiple feudal incubators. Each feudal incubator is strategically designed to maximize learning effectiveness of a side hustler and provide a capability for side hustler to have a very good chance in life. I'm going to go ahead and show you, like, this is what I just showed. So there's people, there's all those concepts happening, right? What I'm going to do is I'm going to hover over this whole concept over here. So this whole concept over here for people working together in the community, right? This is all happening part of the system. Now, what kind of system? This is this is called feudal system. So this whole thing of people working together, including international side hustlers, um, it's they're all working together based on a framework. The framework that I invented on FUD, this framework got picked up by millions and now is being utilized by many people for utilizing the same framework for building their side hustle in combination of if they have a full-time job. The framework allows you to create something of your own piece of feudal land, and do that while learning, reflecting, executing, mentoring, and at the same time killing atomic habits, plus doing that across platforms. That's what the feudal system framework is, right? So the feudal system framework is explicitly designed to help you succeed. It's the fastest way for you to succeed because it allows you to build a little piece of feudal land for yourself. So the feudal system is representation. I reincarnated the system from Japan and from the days of feudalism. And when I look back at history, I was wondering how come things worked for so many years and then they just stopped working. And, you know, I thought about it and it was instant to me that it was replaced by capitalism. It was replaced by other ways of thinking where essentially you become a prisoner of this new era um, instead of becoming no longer a process prisoner and following this feudal system and truly discovering your future you and becoming your future you and discovering that freedom. When I unlocked that, I doubled down on that feudal system and created a Freedom Fusion system, which is a company, right? Freedom Fusion system is a company. It's both a talent agency and AI and automation agency, right? So this is Freedom Fusion system. So what it does, it specializes in helping side hustlers learn AI-driven automations, as well as develop hybrid skills without having to spend insane amount of money on the tools. And instead, work together inside of the feudal incubator. Um, that is literally, the feudal incubator is, think of it this way. It's a combination of effort that gets produced by both international side hustlers and local side hustlers. Like let's say, or not necessarily local, but for example, two feudal knights, me and Lee, joining together with other international side hustlers. Standard of living for international side hustlers is really low overseas. Trying to do things with tools that are not affordable for yourself and break through the system is very hard. So what we did with created feudal incubator to make it easier for side hustlers from overseas not have to pay for the tools, expensive tools, and learn the hands-on skills, but do this in a hybrid environment. Do this in an environment where you get to develop hybrid skills, you get to develop everything you need in terms of digital marketing, automation, pitching, copywriting, all the skills you need to succeed in life. And you get to apply them in Feudal Incubator directly for the bus. So the bus for the Fusion System is a talent agency, right? AI-driven automation and talent agency. AI-driven automation and talent agency, right? Freedom Fusion System is explicitly designed to help you discover freedom in combination with feudal system. If you end up building your own feudal land, you will use the feudal system and use everything you learn in feudal incubator And feudal incubator is basically feudal system gets this. This is the feudal incubator over here, right? I'm just gonna draw that as a big incubator, right? It's something that's being offered by Freedom Fusion System. We already have all the necessary tools that side hustlers will just get access to and work within the workflow to produce results for the feudal lords. So now, this is what I wanted to talk about. I want to talk about the feudal lords, and I wanted to talk about what exactly are the side hustlers doing inside of feudal incubator, right? Now that I kind of give you an idea behind the feudal incubator, the question is, do you want to join that feudal incubator and do everything that we're doing and learn the hybrid skills, right? So the question is, it's a very hard question for you to answer because you don't have the deep dive information behind what we're doing. So I wanted to give you that deep dive information because feudal incubator is depending on which kind of incubator you jump into, whether it's Freedom Fusion Digital or Freedom Fusion Track or Freedom Fusion Pitch or Freedom Fusion Content, you will develop specific skills that could be carried over into your future you. Those skills could help you print insane amount of money. Those skills could help you just literally kind of get out of the low income situation from overseas and instead join us and have that chance that otherwise it's just very difficult to have that chance. Nobody's exactly providing free tools out there for you to practice and teaching you all the strategies and the process building something together. At least I haven't seen it. Now, so clearly the vision is straightforward. This vision is relatively straightforward. It's a simple vision to help you guys succeed to go high level. Now, I quickly wanted to show you, of course, this is the go high level. Before I talk about go high level, let me show you the vision, right? And this way you could better understand the vision, okay? So this is Freedom Fusion Digital, the vision explained, right? A little bit better representation. As you can see, with Freedom Fusion System, you get to learn how to make money with skills that are not taught in college. Essentially, with Freedom Fusion System, you will discover your path, your Freedom Fusion path, which is basically our community of side hustlers. The Freedom Fusion path is located over here. I'll show you in Discord. Here is the Freedom Fusion path right here. This is what it looks like. You can join that community for a premium subscription, and you will start getting hybrid skills across multiple products. Now, depending on which product you join, is definitely the one that you will be paying money for, the premium money for. So if you wanted to build a bus, the actual digitization business on top of the bus for the feudal lords, then you would join Freedom Fusion Digital, meaning this particular product. Okay. Now, Freedom Fusion Digital there's 3 phases for anything related in context of the 7-step system, right? There's in the 7-step system, you're going to learn more about it if you go here. I'm going to go once again to buy me a coffee, Freedom Fusion System. 7-step system is a way for you to discover freedom. 7-step system is something that I designed to help you to help international side hustlers truly discover freedom. Now, the way this works, and it doesn't just apply for international, it could be for national side hustlers, local. It applies to anybody. It's an incredible system. I wanted to show it to you. It's a 7-step to freedom with feudal system and Freedom Fusion System combined. So in short form, that you develop skills, you build a brand, Feudal Kingdom, right? You pick non-niche horizontal focus area. Freedom Fusion path. There's, for example, you pick 2 paths when building a brand. For example, AI automation agency is one path, and another one is talent agency, that second path, right? You could apply the same system for for any niche, right? But you're picking non-niched horizontal focused area that hovers over everything. That's basically, it has to be horizontalized focus area, right? So it could be in the form of communities, for example, but at the same time, it has to be relevant to specific, um, not super verticalized niche, but a niche that could be horizontally applicable across multiple niches, right? That would be your step two. You could repeat the same thing and kind of do the same thing and do AI automation agency and talent agency and learn from us as well in the process. And indeed, I have a Freedom Fusion track for that, for you to learn how to build your own agency. And this track is mostly for how to build AI and automation agency, but in combination together with the feudal hustlers who's going to be teaching it, and combination of my knowledge, you'll be able to get that expertise and you'll be able to develop those two paths. Now, the step three is pick verticalized focus area, feudal land. Okay, so this is, in my case, it happens to be digitization of memorabilia, what's it called, Freedom Fusion Digital. Freedom Fusion Digital Guide is where you will learn digital marketing skills across platforms, and also you will learn digitization of memorabilia, VHS tapes, audio reels, vinyl records, old concert tickets, or anything else. So step four is you combine step zero through three together in a verticalized focus area. Combination occurs in feudal incubator, where side hustlers get to hatch out of their eggshells and grow their hybrid skills prior to being sent to feudal army. Feudal army is it's one of those top. It's being trained by feudal hustlers, top-ranking generals, and feudal army is really where you're gonna flourish. This is where you get connected with the feudal hustlers who literally train you inside of the each individual channel in Discord, right? And you develop skills. And each individual and each feudal hustler has particular set of expertise. Um, so the idea for step five is you grow the feudal land further with two types of audience, side hustlers and feudal lords. For details for how I managed to set up both types of audience, all this is documented across multiple guides in FUD community. And you could look at the nurturing campaigns, see examples for how we create them, developing lead magnets, AI chatbots, AI generated content, copywriting, pitching, digital marketing, automation inside of the feudal incubator. Ultimately providing an opportunity for side hustlers from across the world team up with one another and build the feudal kingdom further, conquering the feudal lands, and then eventually keeping it or flipping it. Keeping or flipping the feudal land is, the final phase, because you could actually prove the fact that you make money. You could where your feudal land, after it grows, it flourishes, and it's either kept or flipped. So like step seven, the seventh step of Freedom Fusion Digital and Freedom Fusion System combined, if you like this seven-step system, definitely, feel free to buy some coffee to support the feudal incubator and help side hustlers who have horrible standards of living overseas truly have a chance in freedom, while also helping feudal lords achieve the same. My name is Ron Wells. I'm a 21st century freedom writer, digital feudal lord, full-time cybersecurity engineer, inventor and reincarnator of the feudal system, founder of Tutoring Services LLC, founder of Freedom Fusion Properties, founder of Freedom Fusion System, founder of The Secret Art of Pivoting, former certified math teacher for the state of Connecticut, and of course, your favorite FOD expert. To learn how to become a freedom founder and no longer be a process prisoner, join my 1 p.m. workshop that I'm doing on Saturdays. This workshop is in parallel also being run by other feudal hustlers, but in their own expertise, depending on who they're pivoting their workshop for, either feudal lords or side hustlers. You may want to join one type of workshop or another, which brings us to the next part. The next part is go high level. In go high level, what I wanted to talk about is a pipeline, workshop pipeline. As you can see, we have a couple of people already joining the workshop, not that much. One of them is a lead hustler. So Fike is basically our feudal hustler, and he joined this workshop, and we could take a look at few conversations just to kind of show you how he joined, right? So he joined by navigating to Freedom Fusion Digital Workshop Path Feudal Incubator, and he picked that digital incubator, and he ended up going through this incubator, which is a different incubator than the automation, right? So Pop the red pill and discover freedom. Learn how to digitize old media and convert it into new media on top of the Freedom Fusion digital bus in California and Hollywood. And in the process, get access to AI automation tools while helping us build the digital feudal land and earn profits. Join the feudal incubator and fly, right? Now, let's go ahead and I made a typo over here where I specify countdown to workshop registration. Somehow that registered in my mind that it needs to be a countdown to the actual workshop, but really to the registration process. So let's go ahead and modify that. I'll show you how to do that first, okay? I'm going to modify this countdown to workshop registration, okay? So Lee Shedwood, Freedom Fusion Digital Feudal Knight, is the one who would be leading that workshop. And the idea is he will be leading that at 2:30 p.m. And the idea is you join this workshop and you unlock freedom. Now, as a rational person who has multiple different products in a pipeline, you have to ask yourself in all sorts of rationality as you build this further, any type of business. How do you separate? How do you segment? How do you differentiate? How do you know who is who? I mean, clearly I have multiple products, Freedom Fusion Digital, Freedom Fusion Track, Freedom Fusion Page, Freedom Fusion Content. How on earth do I differentiate them, right? This is why we need to engineer those systems appropriately. Now, as much as I do like the workshop, the general type of workshop that, you know, the one that I'm doing, the reality is it's a bit general, but it gives me an opportunity to kind of hyper verticalize anybody who joins that workshop into any other workshops that perhaps would be of interest. Now, I generated many of those videos and sliders through AI tools. You could use a couple of AI tools. You could use Ideogram. I like this tool. I'm not going to go too much into the tools part. I'm just kind of going to give you like an understanding of what I'm building. So this way you will be more inclined in terms of learning this further. You will be more, you'll have greater level of learning effectiveness if I explain to you from high level what I'm doing and then dive deeper as we continuously drive further in the direction of figuring out all of those high cardinality, heterogeneous complexities. Once again, guys, I don't want you to overthink this. It's not complicated, but I do want to let you know what is going on, right? I wanted to draw this stuff out and I wanted to show to you. So this way, together, you decide whether you want to pop the blue pill or red pill, whether you want to learn digital marketing and use it to promote red pill and feudal lords, or you just want to pop the red pill and just learn how to build feudal land and digitize old media on the Californian bus next to Hollywood. I'll leave it up to you guys. What do you want to do? But if I was you, honestly, guys, I would just, join the feudal incubator, pop that red pill, pop the blue pill, and then you start printing money. That's what I would do if I was you. Now, how can you make that money? Well, there's a couple of ways, right? You get paid per digitization service sold, plus other Freedom Fusion brand products sold. If you help us sell other products, yeah, you'll get paid for other products as well. Now, you get the digital marketing skills. You get the actual company to promote. And later on, you could promote other Freedom Fusion brand products as you develop your skills relatively good. You got to develop very well-crafted skills, guys, before you graduate to start selling other products. But we're not going to kind of prevent you from marketing other products. We'll give you that opportunity as well. But we want you to grow yourself and grow your feudal land in the process, not just promoting us. We want you to succeed at yourself as well. To do that, you need to build feudal land. You need to grow it. Then you need to flip it or keep it, right? Needless to say, I'm not going to go into too much details behind this other than to kind of give you an understanding that this is indeed a feudal incubator and that this is indeed a way for you to print money. Now, you do get a benefit of developing hybrid skills inside of this feudal incubator. This is something not everybody offers. This is something typically you find people talk about one thing and not the other. And that's not how you develop skills. Idea here to develop skills, you need combinations of multiple little skills combined, right? That's exactly what you would get inside of this feudal incubator. It's mostly positioned for Freedom Fusion Digital, but we have other feudal incubators as well for automations, where you also get to unlock those hybrid skills in context of building your own agency, talent agency, or automation agency. Now, I think I pretty much kind of described everything that I needed to, right? Let's go ahead and modify this particular form over here and modify the uh, contact. Before I do that, I want to talk about this thing. So notice, I'm going to compare in the process of you learning this, you're also learning the business-driven systems. You are actually, our whole company is built in CRM, go high-level CRM, customer relationship management. In the process of doing all this, you're actually learning, guys. You're learning that something that other people just kind of show you one trick pony skill. No, over here in Feudal Incubator, no, you don't learn one trick pony skill. You're literally thrown to this spreadsheet over here. I'll show it to you some other time. But you join the spreadsheet and you start doing tasks, right? And those tasks are spread across multiple skills. Sure, you have central focal area of digital marketing and Freedom Fusion Digital, but the idea is once you join other feudal incubators, you develop other skills that will also be hybrid, but the focal point will be around automations, AI-driven automations. For example, if you're to join Freedom Fusion Track. Now, going back to um, this particular record. So Fike, right? He's one of our elite hustlers who joined. I could kind of see all the information over here, the phone number and everything, right? Which is cool. He joined. The way the process works is you jump into the first thing we do. We have a pre-onboarding call on book appointment system. The person schedules a call. We interview the person, and then we go ahead and see if it works out. And what we do is we schedule that person, we place them in WhatsApp group. The WhatsApp group will start communicating super fast, explaining what needs to be done. And then after that, we'll bring the person into Slack channel and whatnot, and from Slack into Discords and provide them all the other tools to begin doing everything that they need to do in order to grow the feudal land, right? So now there's another person, Bogdan, right? He just registered. I don't know who that is, but he just registered. I believe he wanted to know about automations, how to become, I guess he wanted to possibly know about Airbnb or something, right? But notice how it's a different workshop. It's a free workshop, right? And if I was to click on that, this is kind of a, free workshop. This is something that I have over here, right? So free free workshop is for 1 p.m., right? So next basically 15 minutes. So if you guys want to join, you're more than welcome to. Now, the 15-minute interval is working here. The audience and the type. So the audience over here is feudal lords. So this is tailored more towards feudal lords. So if you guys are not feudal lords, not direct customers, not looking for automations, then your best bet is to join other workshops, right? Because this is going to be more tailored towards feudal lords, towards direct customers. If you're like a social media agency or somebody who wants to add extra additional revenue and wanted to learn about automations, this is something that's being done by Luca, right? And this is something that's been done. And Luca, this is Luca right here, right? That's been Luca, right? He is going to be doing, he's responsible for Freedom Fusion Track division. That's his hyper focus, Freedom Fusion Track. He is going to be showing you the automations related to how to build your own AI-driven automation agency, right? That's what he's going to teach you. And in the process, inside of his feudal incubator, you get to learn hybrid skills related to all of that, everything that he teaches with focus on AI-driven automations, right? Now, how do we solve the problem of this countdown thing? Let's kind of do that. Let's solve that problem real quick. Okay, so the first thing, before I talk about the countdown, before I talk about how do we solve one problem or another, you could clearly see that I could just respond in an email over here, right? In an email to the person who wants to join the workshop, right? You could see that clearly. But you also see something really bizarre happening here. You're seeing that it's the same pipeline, but it's two different workshops. Why? You should be asking yourself immediate questions. You should be asking, why? Why do I do that? Why do I do that? Why do I want to know about workshops that appears to be not exactly the workshops that, you know, they're not like a logical person would go ahead and say, you know what, I want to Freedom Fusion digital workshops and I want to have a pipeline for that. And I want to have Freedom Fusion track and a pipeline for that, right? That's what a logical person would do. And the logical person from that perspective would be correct. Except in my case, me as an eagle who wants to be free, I need to see the full thing. I need to see all the feudal hustlers, right? And sure, I want to see not only the feudal hustlers, but audience. So who are those people? There are people who are joining the workshop. They're joining for a specific reason, right? They may be joining, they may have found me through Buy Me Coffee. They may have found me through a community, one of those automation incubators community or other incubators, right? But they're joining for a purpose, right? There's a tag value associated over here that could be associated with each individual person for why they joined and how they came in, right? And I could most certainly include that tag value over here and create like a um, what this um, person is, right? And I could associate that um, value with an automation that will kick in to get the person onto a wait list for Discord. Isn't that fire, guys? So I do have a Discord, Freedom Fusion Path, right? All I got to do, if I want to say, okay, you know what, get access to my Discord, right? All I got to do is select this path waitlist on a Discord. So this way they get notification, nurturing email for Discord to say, hey, I'm going to join. Uh, by the way, there's a Discord that we have. You're going to join that. You're going to get a lot of value. You're going to learn everything about Freedom Fusion automations, right? And you're going to learn about each individual product, right? Now, here's the cool part about it. Sure, tag values are very relevant. Sure, I need to see things like an eagle from everything from the high level. But the question is, don't I also need to see things from the deep dive level, from the product level? Not just the workshop level, but the actual product level? Meaning, shouldn't I see workshop FFD, Freedom Fusion Digital, and see everything, all the people who are on that pipeline? Sure, because that's what a logical person would do, right? But in the beginning, when you don't exactly have things going on, you know, you want to have kind of things done, right? So over here, look, I went ahead and did the no setup tag. We can reverse engineer this and try to look back at like how is this thing relevant to no setup tag? How's the no setup tag associated with a nurturing campaign, right? In fact, let's do this. Let's do this right now. And let's see if we could find somehow this no setup tag, right? So no setup tag is a way for, Luca is the one who actually helped spin up all those automations, right? And for you to fully understand the dynamics, heterogeneous complexities behind go high level and see how those tags are interconnected and how I'm leading an army of side hustlers to freedom and how I have different products and how I'm keeping track of them. And for you to get to make any sense and learn any of that, you need to actually see all those different workshops that I have done. But in this particular case, what we're going to do, we're going to try to reverse engineer this tag entry. So this tag entry is associated with a person who joined the workshop. That workshop is tied to, and because I have a workshop pipeline that is associated with multiple products, and you guys already know what products I have. At any given time, all those people who are joining, they could be joining for one particular reason or another. But me as an eagle, as I mentioned, as a freedom eagle, I need to see things from the high level. I need to see, did this person actually, you know, did they like, I want to see all the workshops. I want to see all my feudal clusters, right? I don't want to be like, oh, you know what? Let me select this product, let me select that product and see who that is. Sure, I want that as well, but I don't want, but in that would be in like in a later scale, at a later scale, right? At an initial scale, guys, I'm mostly interested in who's joining the workshop, right? Where they're coming from, how they came through the funnel, what kind of tag I can associate with them that I'm no longer a process prisoner. So this way I could just boom, pop the tag in right away. Like if I said the setter, immediately I know that this is associated. This guy who just came in is a setter, appointment setter. Why appointment setters are important? Well, the side hustlers who I'm teaming up with as part of the this whole feudal journey in feudal underground development, they are clearly, they're going to be setters, they're going to be closers, they're going to be elite hustlers who are working together with me and Lee in a collision, creating an actual business, right? So when people join particular workshops, I don't want to be sitting and wondering and pondering like, oh, you know what, let me write some other automation to go ahead and trigger that person. And no, I'm like, okay, let me classify every person in terms of what is the most common representation of that person in terms of categorized set, in terms of, okay, if I have for Fit Infusion Digital, if I know I need to sell things, right? I know I need to sell the digitization services to the feudal lords. I know I need to have side hustlers who are going to become setters. I know that I need to have AI chatbot communicating with feudal lords, right? Upselling things. I know that I need to make sure that the setters fully well versed in understanding how to sell. And to do that, I need to make sure that there's certain tags associated with them that are intertwined with the nurturing campaigns that trigger the nurturing campaign to automatically engage the person and provide all the information needed in order for them not to be lost, right? Not to mention that I also, what I like to do is hello, like how's it going? I'm just I'm showing the nurturing email, so definitely pay close attention. And at 1 p.m. I'm gonna do another workshop. But the idea behind this, I'm kind of giving you, hopefully you follow me on YouTube at the same time, right? And kind of, if not, if you haven't had a chance to follow this, just go over here on YouTube and you will kind of learn everything about the about everything that we're doing, right? And the more you learn, the easier it's gonna be for us. And so guys, going back to what I was saying, look, those nurturing campaigns over here, like this nurturing campaign will not make any sense to any of you guys, and it will not make any sense at all if you are just building like one, if you just do have one little thing and you don't care about, you're only building one product and you're not kind of growing horizontally across multiple products, right? None of that, this will become like quickly irrelevant for you, right? But it becomes extremely relevant the minute you start having like system or the different products. And this is what you have to understand from the feudal lords who you're serving, who you're going to be understanding. You're going to be understanding the feudal needs and feudal wants of the feudal lords, right? Feudal lords don't want one trick pony. They don't want they don't want to be a process prisoner. They don't want to be thinking like, oh, you know what, somebody bought my shampoo bottle. Let me go ahead and also send an email to somebody who may be interested in in a conditioner. I almost say the word air conditioner. I was just working on that the other day. You guys got the idea, right? Now, here's the cool part about all of this. As we build this journey, right? Couple of things I want to make it clear. This is the organizational structure um, of the Slack channel. The Slack channel is neatly organized across Freedom Fusion actual product. So FFC stands for Freedom Fusion Content, blue pill, Freedom Fusion Content, red pill, Freedom Fusion Digital, blue pill, Freedom Fusion Digital, red pill, right? There's feudal lords, there's feudal hustlers, there's feudal knights. I gotta add elite hustlers in here real quick. Let me do this. I'm gonna go ahead. In fact, I'm gonna add, how should I say it? I'm gonna add premium hustlers, okay? Notice how out of a sudden I have a Zoom popping up and saying, hey, you have a Freedom Fusion Automations land and path, learn how to be process prisoner, right? This is more designed kind of for land, but I put path in there because it's going to be combinational. So first I'm going to put over here premium hustlers, right? Premium, or should I say elite? The thing is I have a category called premium that has multiple side hustlers in it, elite hustlers and professional and ultimate, right? So for now, I'll just put elite hustlers because later I could put um I could just put premium ones. For now, I'll just put elite hustlers. So this way, the channel was created. Why am I creating those channels, guys? And why, like, how do I know who's who? How do I know why is what? Why am I using WhatsApp? Why am I using Discord? Why am I using Slack? Guys, you have to understand, like, why am I using Zoom? Why am I using OBS? Why am I doing this? Why am I doing that? Guys, you got to understand all this, right? You're going to join, once you join Feudal Incubator, you're going to quickly understand why I'm using all those tools, right? It's one of the reasons why you're subscribing, guys, right? Now, a couple of things. Immediately inside of the Elite Hustlers, I want to target my messages related to Elite Hustlers. A couple of things I want to do. Anything that is going on inside of those channels, this is what I'm going to ask Fike to do. I'm going to ask Fike to go ahead and connect Notion app connector to all of those channels. So this way, any kind of conversation that's going on in Slack channel is going to be automatically synchronized with Notion. So this way, at any given time, I could ask a Notion AI question, what was Fike working on in the past 3 days? And it will tell me exactly what Fike was working on in the past 3 days. Guys, this is game changer. But in order for you to understand how all those complexities are intertwined and connected, you need to learn those skills, hybrid skills. Fike is actually developing digital marketing skills. He's working on Freedom Fusion Digital. That's basically his main thing. He's doing Freedom Fusion Digital. He's representing that. The only thing that I ask for Fike is modify your name, right, to include. So here's how I typically do it, guys. I put Freedom Fusion Digital, right? Elite Hustler. Immediately provide labeling for every person that you have in your uh, Slack, right? So this way you yourself don't get lost, right? So the same thing here for Feudal Night, right? Before. So I have 3 minutes to join the other workshop, guys, for Freedom Fusion Automations workshop. And yeah, in fact, let me do this. I'm going to take this. I'm going to take that link from the workshop. I'll show it to you. This link, it's part of, I'm going to go to calendar, right? I'm going to grab the Freedom Fusion Automations link, right? And just to be sure that the other person got that, who's joining from the, who I managed to get through Go High Level, right? Through the digital marketing. Otherwise, this person would never know about any of this. Like, those people show up if and only if you unlock digital marketing skills, guys. They'll show up in your nurturing campaign, and then you could do automation. To unlock digital marketing skills, you need to learn to jump into Freedom Fusion Digital. So this way you could have pipeline of people and showing up, and you could be selling whatever things you want, right? Trust me, you're going to unlock this in Freedom Fusion Digital. You're going to learn how to do that. This is the reason why you're subscribing to Feudal Incubator and Freedom Fusion Digital. Now, going back to this, I could go ahead and I could be considerate enough to send a notification to Bogdan to let him know, by the way, I have this workshop, even though I have updated the nurturing campaign, right? I'm gonna do this. What? Bogdan, I'm starting the workshop, workshop. Feel free to jump in, right? And this is the link, right? Now, this may seem silly. Like, why am I sending that? The truth is, you may have a situation where your email goes into spam, right? And the person may never see that, right? Now, until you warm up your emails, until you go through all the other records and all the other stuff, right? This is a level of reinforcement, additional level of reinforcement to bypass the filters, include subject. It will probably still go into into spam because there's a link in there, right? But the thing is, those original email nurturing campaigns, right, that are kicking in, they are supposed to do, they're pre-designed to break through those anti-spam, through the spam filters by not including initial links in the first email. So I hope you guys like understanding that, digging this information. I'm going to jump into another workshop, right? And where I'm going to be talking about how not to become a process prisoner. Okay, so I'm going to end this and I'm going to join another workshop for how not to become a process prisoner. Continue tagging along and see how switch between one workshop to another. This was for Freedom Fusion Digital, how we're building this. Next one is going to be for how not to be a process prisoner. You can learn more about this workshop that's happening every Saturday by going to bio.link/Freedom Fusion System. So I'm going to hang up. I'm going to hit stop share. Okay.